will put total level to crank us up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we... Here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. We're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd is going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Makes the catch. It's Price. Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the mark. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most important.
He's got it all right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Iowa's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
He wants to throw here on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Makes a move. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that side and what sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy finish.
The option look. He'll pitch it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled after picking up the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. The give. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
On the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here's the handoff. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Ripped off 7 on that last one. Now looking at second and inches. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's caught downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out for 26 for the first down.
I love the start for this quarterback. Third down, obviously money down. You got to have success, but to have success early, that opens up everything. Right? We trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
It's complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. try the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. He'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He'll pull it on the read. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. On the return, it's Young. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end.
Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stem Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Got it in the middle. It's McCray. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. To the air, it's Rayola. Showing the arm strength to the left. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Pushing the throw on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On 1st down, Here comes this offense. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Comes out throwing on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense with the scoop and score. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit. The ball pops out. More guys swarming to the football. Great effort. Scoop that thing up. Now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player. Give me that 6.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. At the 35, he's open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Let's go! Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ready? Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah.
Ball is free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Going to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about.